Da kiono gula kianto o krat and a kra kiant o kram bakai sha a kan o kan ishumakieta a man antu va la ka itin e kwa an a solo koishna atana a man ana la kai e tunkulu shon tukulu sha a san e kwan e tun u from tok ayana kiete te. We're opening into the higher mind to really bring forward a sense of remembrance of how to play the game Earth and really connecting with our energy at a deeper level so that we can really get to understand our ascension journey and why these things are happening, why these repeating cycles, patterns, body, ascension symptoms, and all that jazz. And, why is it? And that we make these choices and we go back into the similar sort of patterns and cycles within behavior. So I want to come in and bring forward light codes. These are remembrance codes that help us sort of shift into remembering how to play the game. Bringing in our light wisdom. So if you hear any codes come in, don't just dismiss them. Really breathe the codes in, just like any light language transmission that I bring forward. It will assist you with your journey of your healing, with your rise, with your awakening. Okay, so let's get into it. Da kianobo korabakianto ora. Dana makra bakianto do oshmakiatam. Dana makra bakianto dosha sumakiato namashimakiata a. So I'm going to use my whiteboard and really sort of show you what it is that I'm getting within my mind's eye in a very simplistic term of, a bit of hair there. And the ego sometimes gets in the way because I start to question from my lower mind, my little mind, my egoic mind. And so as I adjust my energy from higher mind to my lower mind, I find a sense of balance and understanding and inner standing light ignition. Okay, so if you've not followed my videos before, you might find it a little bit weird the way I work, but this is the way I work. Look back on all the other videos that I have that you'll see with all these whiteboards, that there's sort of like compounding information that comes in drip, drip, drip from the universe. It's very interesting. I find it interesting anyway. I try to bring a little bit of the humour involved in it, because it can be a bit stuffy, can't it? this business, it's all very serious, but you're not going to get it here with me. So use your discernment, see what you feel is right for you with this information that's coming forward. I'm standing up today, I've got legs. My higher self said to me, yesterday I sat down most of the day. I sort of went from the sofa to my chair, to the bed, to the sofa, to the chair, to my bed. And I just didn't stand up hardly at all yesterday. So I'm making a concerted effort to actually stand whilst I am here. Don't know why I told you that, but anyway, that's what I'm doing today. Yeah. And I'm working on to all them back after. Let me just move my mic. Okay, yeah, so what I'm going to bring forward then is a couple of little pictures. Yeah, do. Everything is in either a box or in a flow state. So we have like a box, which is structure. And we have waves of light, which hold a vibration, which is basically flow. So the energy that runs through this whole matrix system within our whole physical body, with the whole thing, lies down to two different structures. This is duality and in its purest form, which is flow state, which is energy. Yeah. Alangianto komolo shamakiatana makiatam, babakona mokusha makitem, dana antoka alla kuyonokosha samakiato tomolosha. Dana makra bekinte, ana maura bakianto, amokoshma kienta. So within a physical format, whether it is a pen, or another pen, or a water bottle, or whatever it is, it holds a sense of a format. And within the structure of that code that comes forward, as it's interpreting down from light, energy, it comes into a sense of code, and it tends to have this structured feel about it, which is more of a geometric shape. It's very much straight liney type stuff. And within that, it has a sense of a box. It comes in a structure, just like maybe a Merkaba. A Merkaba would hold a sense of structure. We sit inside of a box, straight edges, a geometric shape. Da. Kia no onkora bakianta ora, kanto okora makita nesha makiatam. And alongside of all of that, that fills up the boxes, is the flow state, is all of this sort of streams of energy that will come forward within, again, a code. Kia no dasha makiatam, which is more flowy. It brings in experiences. It fills in the gaps of structure. It is the air, it is the fire, it is all of that. But within each component and element also holds a structure. So there's a formulation of a flow state and a structure within the physical reality. And if we look at our physical body as the energy is going up, up, up in vibration, what is happening with the flow state, it is going up, up, up. It's going up in vibration. So your energetic field is going up, 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 up. But it goes up at a faster rate than it does within your structured box type scenario. So let's have a little look at this then. Okay, so we have a beautiful being upon the planet. They're very much in the bliss state. There they go. Judisha kawesha elanetu sanetu vanasha kwiyamo vaneshanu. Very long arms, because she likes to hug a lot of people. So there she is, with her lovely little fingers and her lovely little toes. She's linking down into the original template of the Earth system. So lovely little Gaia is sitting there, and she's going like, come to me, babies. So she's coming down and reaching down to Gaia, and she's connecting with all of the elements all around her, and she's feeling really blissfully, blissfully, blissfully bliss. Blissy, 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 bliss. There we go. What colour should we choose? Da, blue. Da, kia no dovran, takaisha, alawintu kula wish takianta, in magra, ukoribisha, in magra, koribisha, moribina, koribina a, elawi, lawi, la la ye wali wa, lo, 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 le, la. La la ya moya ne kuna Maria. La 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 la. She's got pigtails, la mesha and a fringe. A la macchiata. So the energy is coming down, and it's coming down from multi-dimensionalities, MDAs, and and high levels of consciousness. She goes up at the up. Up, 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 and as it comes down, then we've got the energetic field that sits and surrounds the body, the mental body, the emotional body. So the mental, and the emotional bodies. And the flow state of the light body is starting to increase, which means that we can start to empty out or release or dissolve the energy out of our energetic field that is being held in the lower half of the body and in pockets all over the body itself, especially the back of the neck, back of the heart, all of that junk in your trunk, which I talk about all the time. So the energy as it rises is rising naturally, but the body's going, hang on a minute, I'm feeling a bit stiff. And the body goes like, what is happening with this frequency of light running up and down my spine? And it's creating an imbalance. And so the energetic field and the physical body goes knock, knock, knock. it starts to, so there's the physical body, there's the energy, and I'm trying to expand, it can't do it, because the structure's too rigid, right? So if you've got an energetic field or transference of energy going like, whoa, wants to start to wiggle about a bit and start getting a little bit more like, ooh, then this is going like, I can't take it. So it goes knock, knock, knock. So it goes knocking on your physical body. It starts to show up the distortions within it. Oh my God, my elbow's killing me. No, your elbow is not killing you. It's not killing you at all. It's not going to go stabbing you in your shoulder, in your back, or however the elbow can get to. It's not killing you. It's showing you. It's showing that you're holding a little bit of, maybe a bit of anger in there, and the body's going like, excuse me, you've got a bit of anger in your elbow. And then you say, oh, my elbow, I've got pain in my elbow. Rather than saying, I have pain in my elbow has pain within it that is showing me that I am holding anger within me. And so when we don't identify with it, then the body goes like, oh, fabulous. And then the mind then starts to shift into, well, I'll let you go then, because it doesn't serve me to hold anger in my elbow, does it? It's ridiculous. So we get to a point where we say, enough is enough. And we shout out to the universe, no. We do not consent with this energy that is held within the physical body, whether it's in my lifetime that I've experienced it through my trauma and shoved it down there a little bit, or whether it's in my DNA. Whether it's in the structure, the deep cellular structure, because it's ancestral, then we can say, well, okay, well, it's not mine. So I'm going to let it go. So we flush it out through the breath, out through the hands, and out through the feet. We let the energy move through you. But what we have to do is move the body. Move that body. Move it. So we've got to move it. We've got to move that body. So standing up today is a really good thing, because I'm bringing my feet on into the ground, and I'm really bringing it in with my awareness of the physical body, that the energy and the physicality of myself need to be in balance. We need to have this sense of balance within the energetic flow and the physical body, so that the energy doesn't start knocking on your physical vessel. Gyanto dama koma, samakianto kora, sikianto uvra, vankarakianto ora. Dan amakra bakieta, sumo korombo korabakieta, and amashamakiten ashamakiatam. Keep it as simple as possible. All of this beautiful drawings here will keep you very well informed with this simplistic form of it, but you know deep down inside yourself, this whole process is down to you to alleviate the energy flowing through you. Now, obviously, if the energy is affecting the physical body so much over time, then the body then interacts with it and starts to manifest, because you're starting to say, I have a knee issue. My knee is holding pain. Rather than holding it into a release pattern, you're bringing it into the body and storing it within inside of yourself. And I speak about this all the time. Use your discernment whether you agree with this or not. It's my perspective, so just allow me to express and present my inner knowing and wisdom of light as I bring this forward from my position of my reality. The body knows how to heal itself, but before the body starts to go into dis-ease, which is not resonating with the external energy moving through you, then it will start to come into a physical format, which is a completely different subject. What I'm talking about is ascension symptoms and allowing the energy to move through you that holds quite a painful block, because it reaches that pain body, that light body, into the emotional body, into the mental body. As we're expanding out into that vibrational shifting externally and internally through the central column of light, the body has to adjust itself so that the physical knock-in or physical perceived knock-in of the higher vibrations of energy and that misalignment in the physicality of form. So the structure and the flow state need to be in union and allowing it to flow through you. Shake it through, let the breath come involved, and allow yourself to move forward, to hold more light. Get rid of the junk in your trunk and allow yourself to hold more light. Hold more light. Replace the density, the anger, the sadness, all of that, and the fear. Oh, let it go. Okay, let it go. Old storylines, old you, be in the now. Look back on all of my other videos, you'll see that sense of pattern throughout it as I talk about all of these things. There is a playlist on my Patreon that you might want to go and visit. Become a free member, you'll be able to access that. It's a little bit of a fee there, energy exchange. Or join up as a member and you'll be able to actually access that, especially all of the information, all accessing completely involving all the events that I hold. Also, you'll be able to come along to those events within the Patreon section. So go and have a check on that. If you want to learn a little bit more about light language, I'm your girl. That I have a course on Udemy at the moment, which is Activation to Understanding, and there's an advanced course and other courses on there if you want to go check those out. Or if you want to work with me one-to-one, come along and look at nicolalight.com and see what my offerings are for you. Nalagianto da barni bakora, sumokush makitana osha, sumokush makitana esha makitana a. What I'm going to do is move on now onto my Patreon group and move this particular recording a little bit further on and bring forward some codes to assist you into the adjustment of the energetic field and that transference into the structure. But for me on YouTube, I'm going to leave it there. If you want to access some more information, then come and join me on Patreon. And for now, I'm just going to leave it there. And thank you so much for joining me. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon. Okay, so that took me at 17:25. Okay, that. Kianodor makiatan mokora, lakianto o from bakiatan, vankara bakianta rasha. So here we are on Patreon, and I want to bring in some light codes to assist you with that knock effect of the energy that is coming in and bombarding us at the moment, that's really creating issues in the physical body itself. Okay, yeah. So let us align our energies and connect heart to heart and allowing yourself to be in this now moment, to receive these codes, to bring in this higher level of conscious connection, to allow you to adjust the energy and to take that commitment and step forward into fulfilling your life purpose by really drawing in the light through breath. So it is the activation within the heart space that we're going to go into a little bit deeper here for you. Now, because the heart holds the portal of the exchange of the energy forces that are coming in. So the more that you hold your heart resonance in correspondence to the outward forces of energy, then you'll be able to actually move that energy through you a lot better. That's interesting. That didn't come through with that first part of the recording. So the heart activation, the more that heart actually is involved in this process, the more that the knock is lessened, because you're more expansive within the body intake of the influx of energies that are coming in for you. That's quite a good point. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So we're just going to come in with some codes here. See, this is how we work, is that we start to remember, and these little increments of adjustment into what it is that we are talking about here. So when I get any of extra information, I bring it forward for you guys, okay? It's coming from my perspective, it's my truth, it's my inner light wisdom. You may see it's slightly different from me, but just take that into consideration with adapting your energy if you're finding it that the physical form is actually interacting a little bit too knocky on the physical body with the more of an influx of energy that's coming in with all these beautiful downloads from the universe. Okay. Yeah. It is the strengthening of the spine and the allowance of the energy to move through the spine and then not kinking at the hip when we sit. There we go. That's a deep light bulb moment. It's like it's like when I sit, you get like I might talk about this later on another YouTube, but you're getting this first information. So when you sit on a chair, we'll be closing in a minute, you've got this like the spine, you get the energy moving through the spine as it's coming down, but then it sort of kicks it here, and that's the hip line. And where do we hold most of that energy as it moves into the lower body? It's in hips. Caged heart. Caged heart. So when we're sitting down, it all pulls in, it goes in here, but then it gets into this sort of, and then it does, and then you go into knees. Yeah. So as the body is not straight in its formation of sitting or crouching down where we're opening up the hips, then a chair will actually create a little bit of energy block moving through the body. So that's really interesting. So when so we need to be aware of the posture for the back to align to the flow of energy as it moves down the spine, through the hip lines, planted down nice and firmly with the full body weight of the body into the feet. Interesting. And you'll find actually if somebody's sort of more sort of like bound to a wheelchair, that they have issues with the spine, and there's all that goes with it. There's a collapsing of spine and things because we don't have the pressure of the earth drawing the energy down. So let's go back into Koda. So I suggest that during these codes you stand up. Okay. Yeah. And with that, when you are standing, you can actually feel the energy moving to the front of the foot, and you can feel whether you're leaning over to one side or not. So you can have more of an awareness of energy that runs through the body. You have an even bend in the knee and an even distribution in foot. Thank you. And if we have a shoe with a high heel, then it's not even because the foot is not flat. So the elevation of a heel will actually not enable the energy to move through and down into the heel. So the energy again doesn't transfer directly down from an even base. So all these things that are affecting us with sitting in the chair too much, with high heel shoes, with all of these issues in the hips and the knees and the joints, all of this compounds into the issue with energy as we sit, maybe on a computer all day, with EMF sort of interference that comes at us. All of these things impact in the physical body and the energetic field for it not to have a sense of balance. So when we're out of that situation, it's important for us to stretch so that we then start to really sort of look at the posture, how the body is, how the energy is running in alignment with all of that we've just spoken of. Okay, so it's really important. But I'm very much like everybody. I like to sit down. I'm going to be traveling out in a minute to Gothenburg, and I'll be sitting in the car for an hour and a bit. So, and when I get somewhere, I'll be probably sitting down. So, our societies tend to be a little bit like that. We can't sort of sit down or crouch down if you go into a restaurant, can we? So, there are some things that we need to compromise in with what it is that we are doing so that we can then adjust it with a practice to compensate what we are doing in our everyday lives. So it's very interesting. Thank you. Okay, they've been keeping on at me lately about standing up. And I bought this desk that sort of goes up and downy. So why would I not stand? And sometimes I might want to rest my legs, so then I'll rest my legs. But it does strengthen them. If you've got legs, might as well use them, won't we? Okay, yeah. Kiana ankara ba kianta o kara makiata na. Vankara ba tikara ba kana ba shamakiatam. Ala kianta o ma ko shamakiata nasha. And if we get pains in the upper body from the heart, it's about the expansion of the heart that we spoke about, which is the expansion of the energy influx coming into the heart space. The more we open the heart up, you might get then back heart issues as regards to the opening of the subconscious back heart that will come forward into the front. The more that it's open consciously at the front, then you will not know that that energy is starting to move through and you're consciously aware. But if the back heart is going, just make sure we're stretching out the back heart through, opening up the ribs and moving the energy through the hands up. And all propelled by the breath. Remember, this is old stuff, this is old news, okay? But see how it's all entwining together to enable us to really sort of deepen into what it is that we're here to do and how to run our energy to the optimum speed and vibrancy. Yeah. Ela makianta okra makiatan okra, vankara bakianta okra makiatan, vankara bakianta osha makiatan, ala kianta okra makiatan, vochram bakra bikena mashura, vankara bakianta o makiatan, dan asha bardagar bak anamakaisha, samakiatan masya bakiatan. So from this point we are standing like a pin on a beautiful spinning top. We stand firm in our central column of light and we see everything moving around us, but we stand firm in the center of it and allow all of the energy to move anything outside of the body, that mental body, the emotional body, and then we align it with the central column of light into that beautiful into earth. Okay, connecting up, aligning down, and seeing everything whiz around us by just the observation of it. We stand firm and tall and allow the body to adjust. Surfing it, baby, surfing it. Ja, dela makiaton ochra, kian makra bakianta asha, and a marsha mokosha makiten eshimakitena a. So I do hope that that is assisting you on with your journey in knowing about your ascension symptoms and whether you're actually adjusting your energy completely for the physical body so that you don't get all the aches and pains and all the issues with the back and all that malarkey. And sometimes we will, as I'm adjusting my trousers, excuse me, and other things like tight clothes and stuff. I've got a pair of jeans on. It's like tight clothes also interrupt the energy flow as well. That's another subject. I'm going to leave it there for you all today, and I'll post this very soon. Okay, take care, everyone. Well, I wonder what the next subject will be. It's all very exciting. See you all very soon. Bye.